Hi, I'm here today with Aggie Nyangari, a wonderful Kenyan filmmaker who is doing some very interesting film work, which we are seeing on YouTube. Now, could you please tell me a little bit about this new series that you have produced with George Salt?
The series is Janjaruka, which loosely translates to Wisen Up, and it's a series about con. It's a fictional story, but based on and inspired by real events, some that have happened to me. So it's basically just like trying to start a conversation about living with con in Nairobi, because it seems to be very common. Everyone's been conned or has an experience or knows someone who's had an experience, or is the con man themselves, and it's just like a non-issue. It's just something that happens and there's nothing you can do about it. And so I thought, rather than it just being the way of life and that we have to live with it, then I thought maybe we can start shining a light on it and having a conversation about it. And in the lead up to the release of the series, we got celebrities to share their own real life con stories. So we have online on the YouTube page, Janjaruka series, we have the series itself, but then we also have con stories from celebrities who are talking about their real life con stories, just to try and see if we can open it up. And we've seen so far some people are commenting in the comment section saying this actually happened to me, or I know someone who this happened to, and we're just trying to get it, because we realize there's a lot of shame behind having been conned, and that thing of how could I have been so stupid. And obviously, looking back with every con, it looks like how could you have been so stupid. And even with Janjaruka the series, when you start the first episode, it seems like how could she be so stupid? How could she not have asked to see the house? Because it's a house con, which is like the most common con in Nairobi. So I'm just trying to shine a light on how these cons work and how smart they are, and that there's nothing to be ashamed of, because it's not that you're stupid, it's just that the game is still good and it's getting better, and we need to start talking about it. And with the celebrities that we've managed to get their con stories, some of them were saying it like this is the first time they've told anyone. So there's a lot of shame behind con, and we're trying to get rid of that shame and get people to talk about it, because it's in talking about it that something can be done about it. Because the con artists have become so big and so brazen, they don't even change their names or hide their identities or anything, and that's not the society we want to live in, surely. We have 36 episodes.
36
episodes. I mean, obviously the story, in my real life experience, what happened to me was just we went as far as going to the police, and then we realized that that's not going to really help, so then we left it alone. But in my mind I thought, what would have happened if we'd carried on pursuing it? So in the series it's a matter of what if, but not just what if from my imagination, it's also from what this is something that happened to me 12 years ago. In the 12 years there's been so many things that I've experienced or that I've seen happening to other people, and so I've all put it into the series and extrapolated into the next step that they take, and the next step and the next step, just to try and expose also the system and why it's so flawed, and why the reason that we have this situation in the first place.
When did you launch your series?
We launched
Janjaruka.
We launched it in Power 254. They were kind to host us.
When was it?
This was on 14th of August.
And who made the film? You said you had a cinematographer.
Yes, we worked with the award-winning Likarion Wainaina. Likarion, yeah. He was the director of Supermodel.
Yes, wonderful movie.
Yes, and so he's also a wonderful cinematographer and really good to work with. We've worked with him on various projects before, so it was a no-brainer. We're going to work with him on this one. So he was our cinematographer, and myself and George produced it, and then I edited it. So largely we've done a lot of the work, that's just the two of us.
Now tell us, who are some of the people who are in your con stories?
The con stories, the celebrity con stories that we managed to get, we managed to get people like, so we have Eric Wainaina, and we have Juakali, we have Tamima Ibrahim, we have
Nice
Kidinji, Nini Washera, I mean, Keith Chwaga, a lot of them are actors.
And when do their stories come out?
A lot of them have come out, the ones I've mentioned.
What days?
On Thursdays. So we release a new
on
YouTube series on YouTube. So
and it's called what?
Just My Con Story.
My Con Story.
Yeah. So.
And everybody confesses. I was
Everybody
conned.
confesses, yeah. So on Thursdays, we release a new celeb con story where they say it starts with my con story is, and they go into their con story. Pascal Chakodi is another one, and they just say like, this is how I was conned, and it could be something that happened recently. It could be something that happened years and years ago, but still stayed with them. And that's the thing, we're trying to get it out because people stop, like we need to stop hiding it, because the more we hide it, the more these guys thrive.